that spark plug wrench and that screwdriver rusting age. You gotta tune that motor. You gotta tune that motor. You gotta tune that motor up and be on your way. Oh yeah. Now you see those strips of oil that makes you cuss a little bit. Then you gap those plugs and set them to the side. Then you drink that beer and you blow that joint. The tappets are next. Then adjust the horns. Then you daydream a Daytona, show a class on your machine. Screaming like a demon in the Florida sun, impressive each day till the end of the run. Back the parts and kick it over. See how easy it starts. And now all that's left is to dust that car. If you turn the carburetor till the black smoke's gone, you got a bumpin' smooth like rhythm and a song. You gotta tune that motor up, then with a shining with a buzz, you'll have your Harley thumping and be on your way. Be on your way. Ooh,
Hi, this is Wild Willie Parsons, your host for another titillating edition of EasyRiders Hidden Camera. We recently took our lovely model Andrea out to see if we could get some willing men to help her choose her proper attire, and here's what happened.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm trying on some stuff. You want to help me pick up something?
Sure. I'll help you with anything you need.
Anything I need?
Anything you need.
God,
I'm here to help you.
You are gracious.
No, I'm not gracious. Here, let me help you.
Oh, thanks.
I wonder if she needs a bra in the shape of my face. Now here's an air traffic controller who can't handle it when a pair of jumbos are right in his face.
What am I doing? I don't speak very well. I came after some hardware.
Well, you came to the right place, obviously.
Yeah, he came in for some hardware, all right. And you know what? I think he left with one.
Originally started building a bike as a shop project bike, kind of a street racer, to run at the drags. A lot of my friends were telling me that, you're too big, too heavy to race and all that stuff and everything. So, the concept of trying to eliminate weight and get everything as basic as possible, not having an oil tank and running batteryless and everything, getting rid of that weight, and kind of trying to keep in mind getting the bike down to a good weight to where if you added my weight to it, it would make the weight of a regular street racer. The bike roughly weighs probably just a little over 200 pounds. The engine's an 84 shovel head. We went with a special type setup, that was kind of a new thing. Had to set up some outside drains on the 4-valve heads. Barrels we got from Axtel, and had to do a little bit of modifying with there but he specializes in making a barrel that bolts up like a shovel on the bottom and evo to the top and everything. Other than that, just the outside drains is probably the only modification I had to make. Everything else went bolted on pretty smoothly, and had a few body changes on the bike because the motor was a little bit taller than the shovel head was. The frame that the bike is set up in is a Paco frame. We shifted the motor over just about a half an inch just to get everything pretty much lined up to run the wider tire in the back. Running a Primo front belt drive for an FLT. They make it with an idler, but we spaced the tranny back a little bit further so we didn't have to run an idler. We made a motor plate for it. Tranny's a stock 5-speed. Put a Granny's tranny kicker on it. Forward controls are a combination of some of my stuff and Perry from Performance Machines pedals and shifter pegs and some of Drag Specialties shifter arms. And the pipes are, say about the first foot of them come with the 4-valve heads. They make 3 setups for like all the different models for the stock models and everything, but I think for a custom application or something, they have sectional pieces and everything, so you can run their anti-reversion dam in there. Past that point, we made the rest of it. As far as making it 2-into-1 and everything, I don't think they offer a 2-into-1. I'm always real happy the way 2-into-1 perform. Fiberglass body was my first fiberglass project. Made the mold from cardboard mailing tubes to go around the rear tire, and cardboard sides on there. You kind of like laid a seat in there for it. The front part is 5-gallon late model fat bobs that we attached angle iron running down the sides of the frame, and then like worked the fiberglass into that. Came up with a pretty Neanderthal type body shape and everything, just a rough basic body shape, and I turned it over to my painter and molder, Randy Davis, who straightened it all out and did the painting and the pinstriping and everything. All the brakes run off the front, master cylinder running on the handlebars, more basic and getting rid of weight. Portioning valve was just kind of like done with the drill sizes, making smaller for going to the front and just actuating the back just a little bit sooner than the front and everything. It works pretty well. We don't use real big calipers on it and everything. It stops pretty even. And the handlebars are 1-inch round aluminum stock. The triple trees are from an FLT. We smoothed them off and reversed them. The lower legs are FXWG, and ran Performance Machine calipers off the fender studs. Both the wheels are 16-inch Mitchell wheels. They're Bridgestone tires, both 16-inch. They give the appearance that the front one's smaller. It's a matching tire though that goes with the rear. Between 6th and 7th grade during the summer, like the movie Easy Rider came out, and we were kids when we saw that. And, all us kids in the neighborhood went home and took our parents' barbecues apart and put the legs on the extensions for Stingray bicycles and made choppers out of that. And, I started from that.
Columbus, Ohio, the site of the 3rd annual EasyRiders Invitational Bike Show. For 3 days in February 1991, everybody and his uncle flocked to the Veterans Memorial Auditorium. This bike show, like the 2 preceding ones in California, was dedicated to the builders of custom bikes everywhere. The scoots being shown are either in the invitational or preview category. We invited the owners of every bike featured in the EasyRiders family of magazines, including the video magazine, to appear at this bike show. Plus, anyone could enter in the preview class. The big $25,000 purse is the largest offered at any bike show in the country. Plus, the sponsors donated many additional prizes to sweeten the pie. The people were the judges, and builders from all around the country provided some awesome competition. The hot-looking bikes were only part of the fun. Tiffany from Texas, our Fox Hunt Winner of the Year, was kept super busy with her many admirers at the photo booth. fashion show was hopping with its pretty girls and the latest in informal biker wear. Tons of exhibitors and tradespeople showed up from all over the country to show their stuff to the huge crowd. The boats are rolling in and being counted. There were 3 great local bands. Bill Dog and the Extraordinaires, the Burnt River Band, and Terry Davidson and the Gears. When the voting was done, the winners were... In the Invitational class, Best of Show, a 68 FLH owned by Bob Tyson of Baltimore, Maryland, took 3rd place. Second place was an 86 Softail owned by Dewey Morris of West Palm Beach, Florida. And first place, Best of Show, went to a 53 FL owned by Dan Ballard of Lyons, Colorado. First place in the Foxy Rider category went to Tracy Dankovchek from Lake Elsinore, California for a 46 Knuckle. In the preview class, second place went to Steve Dennison from Sandwich, Massachusetts with a 76 FL. And first place went to Ron Carroll of Murfreesboro, Tennessee with his 58 Dresser. Till next time, this butt's for you.
I got a machine, white and chrome and it's clean. It'll go on its own anywhere's its home. Rev her up, let her go, like it fast, hit it slow. Through the muck and the bog, my heart. My machine, it don't leak, it don't break, it don't squeak. It's got class and style, people think that it's vile. It ain't like the rest, but I know it's the best. Through the muck and the fog, my hog. Oh, me and my bike, on the streets or on the pike. Start her up, hear a roar, when I'm ready for something more. We don't fuss, we don't fight, yeah, we hope it lasts all night. With my face in the breeze and the motor between my knees. Well, me and my friends party till it ends. Nothing bad, nothing wrong, we'll do it for a song. Yeah, we'll do it till we're done, then again just for fun. Through the muck and the fog, my heart. Hear a roar when I'm ready for something more. We don't fuss, we don't fight, yeah, we hope it lasts all night. With my face in the breeze and a motor between my knees. Well, I know I ain't square, I've been here, I've been there. Now I'm free in my mind, nothing's dragging behind. When I'm in the wind, well, I'll get anything. Through the muck and the fog, my heart. Oh, me and my bike, on the streets or on the pike. Start her up, hear a roar, when I'm ready for something more. We don't fuss, we don't fight, yeah, we hope it lasts all night. With my face in the breeze and a motor between my knees. Oh, me and my bike, on the streets or on the pike. Start her up, hear a roar, when I'm ready for something more. We don't fuss, we don't fight, yeah, we hope it lasts all night. With my face in the breeze and a motor between my knees. So me and my bike, on the streets or on the pike. Start her up, hear a roar, when I'm ready for something more.
Now here's a nice customer who would make a great salesman because he's so attentive to the ladies' wants and needs.
How you doing?
Tired?
Yeah.
Need somebody to camp out with?
Yeah. Want to help me?
Sure, babe.
I'm trying to figure out what to get here.
Is this for work or is this for play?
Yeah.
Hey pal, with a body like hers, work is play.
And I need to figure out like what's best. Do you
Okay,
like
we gotta get some a little lower cut in the front.
lower cut in the
Yeah.
front? Okay.
Well, that's a little too low, I think. Let's see, what do we got here?
See which one is that?
Did you see that one?
Yeah, that looked okay.
Yeah.
We can get something cut just a little bit lower. We're really.
Yeah, lower, yeah. How about a couple of Band-Aids? Got a couple of Band-Aids on you? That might do the trick.
These are your shorts.
Now here's a married guy who just doesn't want to get
Can you
involved.
help me pick out something?
Me?
Yeah, will you please come here and help me pick out some? I'm having the worst time. I've
I'm
been
not
here.
good at that. He's good at it.
Please, okay,
He's
can
a
you?
fashion
Will you? Will you please? I'm begging you.
Oh, come on,
I
she's
need help to
begging
get
you.
this out. And the guys are all busy. They won't help me. Well, will you at least tell me what you think looks good?
Okay, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay. Thanks. You don't have to be embarrassed. I'm not shy. Okay.
Yeah, if he's not embarrassed, I'm the fucking Pope. Hey, she's over here. Hey.
Harley makes a good bike, but some of us aren't happy unless our bikes are different from everybody else's. We asked Keith Ruxton, the builder of the world's fastest motorcycle, to let us pick his brain on the subject of brakes and go-fast Harleys, and to host a new Tech Tip segment in our video magazine.
My name's Keith Ruxton. I'm the Streamliner crew chief. Today we're going to show you how to put performance machine wheels and brakes on a new Harley Davidson. First, you put the motorcycle up on a nice solid jack. Then start with the front wheel. Take the caliper off and hang it up with a bungee cord so it's out of the way. Remove the axle nut, cinch bolt, and axle. Don't lose that spacer. You may have to remove the fender bolts to get the wheel and tire out. We will use all the same spacers on the new wheel. Make sure you get the speedometer drive back in. It's part of the axle spacing. Put the drive tang in the slot in the brake rotor so it turns the speedometer. Use a screwdriver to hold the axle while you tighten the axle nut. Then tighten the cinch bolt. If you do it in this order, then it allows the forks to align themselves. Here's the new caliper and hangers. We're going to bolt the hangers on first. Once you get them on, check to see that they're not dragging. This one's dragging a little bit, so we have to put some shims in it. You can put the shims behind the caliper or behind the bracket, depending on which way you have to shim the caliper to get it straightened up on the rotor. Then you do the same thing on the other side. Make sure the speedometer cable isn't hung up on the caliper. Tie the brake lever about halfway down to make sure you don't lose your brake fluid when you take the line off the old caliper. Install the line, then remove the caliper to get it level for bleeding. Put a wrench between the pads to simulate the rotor. Pump the master cylinder and bleed the system. Do the same for the other side, then refill the reservoir. Here we start on the rear wheel. Use a number 40 Torx wrench to get the caliper off. Take the line loose and hang it up from a bungee above the reservoir so you don't lose your fluid. Remove the caliper, then the axle. Don't lose your spacer. Take the belt off and the wheel comes right out. Remove the old hanger bracket and replace it with the new performance machine unit. Put the old spacers back in the new wheel. There is also a spacer between the hanger and the swing arm. The easy way is to use a block under the wheel to hold it up. Put the axle back in. Make sure you torque the axle nut to the proper specs. Here we install the new rear caliper. May have to do a little shimming, just like on the front one. Make sure you get the seals under the banjo bolts. On this one, the bleeder is high enough that we don't have to remove the caliper for bleeding. I recommend .5 brake fluid. Sure looks nice. Let's go see how they work. Performance Machine brakes are used by Jim McClure on the world's quickest injected nitro Harley. Performance Machine was also a major sponsor of the EasyRider Streamliner. They make good-working, good-looking wheels, brakes, and controls to fit all kinds of motorcycles. Look for more upcoming tech tips. See you on the road.
We recently dug deep into our film archives and found this classic film from 1967. It's somewhat different from most biker films of the 60s, except we're still the bad guys.
guess would be 2 weeks from this weekend. It was a bare frame. After I got hit on the bike, it's like somebody stabbing your heart when your bike gets smashed. It's like, oh, I gotta get it back together. So after that, I tore it all down to the front because they bent the frame. So I had to tear it all down to the frame, redo it all again. Every time you do it, you do it a little better. I put it back together for come down here. Matter of fact, I worked on it till the day we left. It's a 54 FL. I put oversized valves in it. Put the early solid lifters out of a 48 in it, and it's 70 over now. It's got the Andrews cam in it, replacement cam. I could have went with a stock FL cam, but I went with an Andrews cam. And instead of running a 6-volt generator, I put a 12-volt in it, and a magneto with no battery. Batteries are a pain in the neck. I had a linker on it, but the Bendix performs better than the old original carburetor. Stock brakes, just chromed them up front and rear. But stock, shoe brakes. Johnny Cool and me put them pipes together. They're pieces of all different lengths of old drag pipes and different shapes of pipes, And we just welded them all together, fit them, take them back off, bend them a little bit more, cut a little bit more out, put them back on until we had them to where we wanted them, and then tacked it all together. There's no clamps holding them pipes at all. There's clampless pipes totally to the tip. The only clamp is onto the head. The rest of it's bolted on from behind. Welded a stud to the fender. The hand shift knob on there is off an old Plymouth. It's a spiral, like an antique shifter ball. I like them down there on the side. That's the way I always had them. Been coming to Daytona since 1976. Come every year, have a good time. Stay out of trouble.
Now here comes the most honest guy we met all day long, and I mean that literally, because he came in 5 times.
You're still here?
Hey, baby.
Wow, you have a hard time making up your mind, huh?
Yeah.
What'd you decide on?
I don't know. I came back and I think I'm gonna...
Jumping, Jesus, isn't that something?
Are you still working?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I had to go take a cold shower after I left here.
Really?
Oh, I couldn't even talk.
Yeah, it's hard to talk with your mouth full, ain't it?
What are you doing? Just trying on clothes?
Trying on clothes, trying to figure out what I want.
Here's a guy who actually works there who isn't quite sure if he's going to make her put a shirt on until he gets another good look at them babies.
Yeah. You kind of need to put on a shirt.
I need to put on a shirt in here? Why?
Well, nobody minds your boobs hanging out. It's a business, and cops come in here without clothes.
Oh, the cops won't.
Yeah, here comes one now.
Well.
And now he's gone, and so are we. I'm Wild Willie Parsons, and remember, next time you see a huge pair of tits, it could be me. Well, I mean us. Well, you know what I mean. Take care. See you next time.
Thank you.
They rode through the snow in a group heading down to the sun in Daytona town. It was tough at first till all parts went numb. Their redneck friend said it was dumb to take off in a blizzard, slapping you in the face just to party down in a warm, sunny place. When they hit Daytona Beach, they felt so bad they could hardly reach that combination bar and liquor store to meet with some bros rode weary and sore.
This way?
slammed a couple of shooters, chased them with a beer, swapped all them lies with their friends of the hassles getting here. Ah, those healing powers of sunshine and the beauties in the sand helps one forget that awful shit called winter back in the homeland. This year's run is special. They're celebrating 50 years of their freedom to gather this way and share in the tears and beers.
That hurt so good. Is that better?
As the common saying goes, bikers have more fun. You know that son of a bitch that started that saying was on a Daytona run. Us bikers, we don't need a lot to keep us all amused. Just turn us loose with bikes, broads, and booze, and the locals won't be abused. How great is this America with the freedom fighting it did? But you know it's sad that on the streets we gotta wear a damn skid lid.
EasyRider, yeah!
Right on.
Downtown is crowded with bikers. The biggest show's on Main. Some are hanging and some are styling, others just acting insane. Whether it's here or Sturgis, bikers go out of their way to get along with other folks so everyone has a nice day.
That's good. Hey, they have it smoking? Yeah, I have it smoking, right?
Good morning. Well, you can bring your dog and you can bring your snake. And you can even bring your wife. But it's okay to come alone. Might have the time of your life. There's kick-ass bars outside of town where bros can get a little lecherous. There's beer gardens, bands, a real good time, and a coffin that can get a little treacherous. Some of the ladies love to show their tits, and we just smile and stare. Be 'em big or be 'em small, who are we to care? other. The point here is to see who's still standing and is the winner of the Motorcycle Demolition Derby. There's historical knucklehead racers and new evolutions that gleam. Oldsters will touch them and talk about them while the young ones build their dreams. There's Harley parades all over the country, but this one here's the Big Daddy. ZZ Top's got two fat boys, they style just like their caddy. The Robinson racing pigs are jamming from the gate. They're told, I'm told, if they don't win, they'll end up on a plate. How about it?
About the difference between the last race and this one. That is what a motorcycle is supposed to sound like.
Hey, we're out here at Daytona International Speedway on this cold-ass afternoon to check out the AMA Championship Cup National Series Twin Sports Class featuring Harley-Davidson 883 Sportsters. The idea behind this series is to run box stock showroom sporties just as fast as humanly possible with the original gear. They're stripped down from all that excess baggage, you know, turn signals, kickstand lights, mirrors, horns, and chain guards. Racers are chasing one plate belonging to Randy Texter from New Providence, Rhode Island. Randy, Trip Nobles, and Nigel Gale battled it neck and neck. Tire to tire, fender to fender, until Randy's bike took a shit after 4 laps, leaving Nigel Gale, Trip Nobles, and Scott Sampak to battle it out, fight for that $7,000 purse. The race consisted of 7 laps around a 3.5-mile course, adding up to 25 miles. The total elapsed time was 16 minutes, 17 seconds, for an average of over 91 miles per hour. That's flying. The thump and thunder of the Harley racers rumbled through the grandstands of Harley heaven, bringing the fans their feet in appreciation of the riders' talents. What a rush watching these riders whipping it through the chicanes. Nigel Gale was behind Trip and then dropped down, drafted behind him, and slammed it on home across the checkered flag to get the victory. In his wake were Trip Nobles from Macon, Georgia, Scott Sampak from Milwaukee, Kevin Rensel, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Richard Kohler, Heartland, Wisconsin, Pat Maroney from Newburgh, New York. We wish all these guys well. They did a great job and came out and showed a little class. We loved it.
Davidson is a drifter trying to mend a broken heart.
Hey, where you headed?
Nowhere special.
I found a big trip.
The Marlboro Man is a broken-down cowboy with nowhere to go.
I don't know what I want.
Their friendship could get them killed.
I really love this place. No place like home.
They want a strong armist for $2.5 million for 5-year lease.
There's only one place to get that kind of money so fast.
I assume you're here to do business?
Hey, how was I supposed to know that someone's using the bank as a front to run drugs?
Who are you guys? I'm Miss Kitty. He's Chester. We were supposed to find these men and kill them.
Okay, cowboy. Let's blow off some steam.
Sure you don't want to take these cuffs off me?
Sorry I'm late. I had a layover in Denver.
Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson deliver maximum horsepower in the action picture this year.
Got the money.
Shit, my hat.
Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man this summer.